efficiently, stopping from mining, pressuring a lot. Of course, he still dies early, but he's not getting like edge guard. He can edge guard Steve really well as well. So he just has a lot of strong tools against Steve that a lot of characters don't have. So it'll be interesting to see how he plays against it. But on the other hand, Pyrum doesn't know the Steve matchup at all, unfortunately.
This is one of the matchups that you have a lot of data on, though. Due to the global metagame, you have people like Tweak who are masters of the Sephiroth. And even though he doesn't, I think recently hasn't done too well against Steve's with that character, you still have all the VODs that he has done well with and can download some game plan from that.
Yeah, back in the day when Tweak was really on that Sephiroth, there's definitely a lot of good VODs there. But Pyrum, if you looked at that VOD, it'll I don't know how much will change, because Pyrum is Pyrum. Pyrum is doing his Pyrum stuff, and those backers, those just random octo slashes, those side beats, you know, is gonna come out. He does not care.
He will be wilding, as you can already see, aggressive from the first minute on. Huge explosion on the screen, doesn't do much, and iRefuse finding a small conversion, trying to force him back and get his mining going. Needs to secure those diamonds as fast as he can.
The Giggle Fair on ledge is just like an IQ test. Oh, he's alive though. Oh no, actually iRefuse is dead. Ah, GG's, bro. Uno reverse card, bro. You died. Hold that, hold that.
I have no idea how we got into this situation.
Did you see that F slash? He's at 63, bro.
Just wilding out.
He hates that anvil, bro. He killed that anvil. That anvil is dead.
Scintilla, what are the options that you can go for if you see the anvil coming from far away? And again, just forcing it out. Trade after trade going Pyrum's way. Own style is the best style, he says. Not letting iRefuse build any walls. Staying in his face, forcing engagement.
God damn. All right, yeah, he's all, like you're saying, staying in his face. Very, very aggressive. Not letting him be comfortable at all. He's constantly going to be second-guessing his recovery options. He cannot slack here. This is Pyrum we're talking about, and any little option is going to be punished if you're just a little bit too close to him.
To be fair, even though iRefuse got the stock there, I think Pyrum takes that trade any day. Just getting that small hit in on the last stock of Steve is so valuable. He still hasn't gotten a single diamond this entire game.
Yeah, that's very true. He does not get any space, and that up smash is going to send him far up there. Covers a lot of space. He's very slow, but once you're on the other side of that wall, where's Steve going to go? He can shield it, but what do you get out of it? You're not getting any punishes. Going for the counter as well, not going to pan out. Pyrum known for these counters, and he's known for these dash attacks. The Pyrum dash attack, what a classic. You know, every character that Pyrum plays, whether it's Sephiroth, it's Hero, it's Ridley, he does the Pyrum dash attack where he's just like, you're going to stand here, you're going to land here, I'm just going to grab you with that.
And all of the characters' insane kill power on those dash attacks will be capitalizing on his reading prowess and taking game one. And now, the Steve regular game plan, build a wall, get those resources. How do you adapt to this sort of aggression coming out from Pyrum?
I think something about Sephiroth is that Sephiroth struggles in scrapping, right? He doesn't have the added shield option. He has a Nair, not very good, not very big, not very fast. And that's the best thing he has out of shield. Other than that, his footstool, and Pyrum doesn't know footstool out of shield. So you gotta get up close, and he doesn't really have that many options. You gotta suffocate him a little bit. And Steve can play up close, but if you're just minecarding back to stage like any other Steve's flowchart, you're going to get punished with that counter, and that's gonna kill you at close to 30. That's gonna explode.
The Norwegians coming out full force, every single one of them performing super well. And iRefuse still yet to show how to deal with the Scintilla. Has been getting a ton of mileage out of it, whether it be animals, whether it be landing back airs. Everything's getting countered time and time again. Finally getting a bit of breathing room, but still no diamonds.
Oh yeah. Still no diamonds, just getting a little bit of room here. And once you get that wall up, Pyrum is going to be challenging you with that back here, with that forward air. Just constantly putting out the threat there, and off stage as well. Once you get that extra jump that you get from wing, you're going to be in danger as Steve. Super good at edge guarding is Pyrum.
It's incredible to look at. Stuck in the minecart there for a moment. iRefuse will be taking the stock off of that small mishap, but Still, 2 more to go. Needs to buy more time. With the side Bs coming out from Pyrum, he's trying to force iRefuse into a situation where he cannot mine and is forced to shield it.
All right, here on the last stock of iRefuse, he's off stage once again. Can he get anything? Oh, barely make it past that forward that Pyrum sends out. The counter once again, not going to do much damage because the up Steve, not much knockback of itself.
Another Scintilla, trying to go for the minecart once again. A bunch of rock now in iRefuse's inventory will be a bit harder to break through, but you don't need to break through if you never let the wall come up. And another back air finds its target, finds the stock, and it's incredible how this aggression is just working out for Pyrum against the most defensive character in the game.
Yeah, and looking like iRefuse might have to change his playstyle completely right now to have any chance, because that was a 2-stock once again. And it's looking like we're on the brink of 3 out of 4 people in winner semis being Norwegians. And that would be great. That would be a great showing, but we have to finish our meal first as Pyrum is up 2-0 against iRefuse, despite what the score says right now. And iRefuse, you know, maybe he has to go aggressive. Maybe he has to try to turn the amp up on just how he plays, just turn up the speed, really.
Well, so far, finding a small conversion way up to the upper blast zone, but with no upgrades on the weapons, only getting 50% out of it. Another Scintilla, he's catching on. Not going for the minecart flowchart, as you mentioned, very common option that Steves love to put out time and time again. The explosion doesn't get dodged. He barely missed the timing, pressed the air dodge button a little bit too early, and gets instantly blown up.
That's a little bit of a matchup check right there. You got to know the timing, and if you don't, that's so scary. You know, a side B can change the entire feeling of a situation. If you're at 0% and your last stock, you can feel like a comeback is brewing. Just changing, it puts a fear in you, really, because you can convert off of it and kill you super early. But right now, Pyrum at 130%. Once again, Sephiroth, a very, very light character on the same weight as Mewtwo or Pikachu. So very, very light, can die super, super early to basically anything. But once again, ping-ponging him off of that, minecarting that should be death right now. Yes, reacting to the release from minecart, and the kill finally coming in favor of
First
iRefuse.
diamond of the set, now available for iRefuse. Will it make a difference? Makes him way harder to deal with. Hits it's so hard if he can find these back airs, and makes him heavier as well.
Will it make a difference, you ask? And immediately does. Steve with Diamond is a different character. That's something people tend to forget. Sometimes you go up a stock as Steve, and Steve just gets Diamond, and you forget, like, oh, now he's the best character in the game. Now it's difficult.
And with all of this, these hits that he's been finding, all this damage, getting time to get a second one as well. So Pyrum has to deal with 2 full stocks of Steve Diamond up, and might as well keep gathering up the resources. Not even Neutral B is going to break through the rock walls when they are set up. Yeah,
and and that's going to be another one in the favor of iRefuse. His first lead so far. First time Pyrum is on his last stock as well. But even stock last game, or potentially last game, if Pyrum manages to clutch this out. But the diamond combo is going to do 60% just of 1 up tilt, and Pyrum already at kill percent right now.
And iRefuse may have finally reached the point where he can play comfortably, looking like a different player altogether compared to the first 2 games. But Pyrum not letting up, still playing as aggressive as he has before. The Brock wall, once again there, needs to swing the huge sword, try and break through as fast as he can, but it's not going to do it. iRefuse gets on the board.
Yes, and very, very solid performance right there. That's kind of a little bit of a change he's done. Is like he's just managing to keep Pyrum out a lot better. His wall formations have changed a little bit. He's doing them in the sense that they're multiple blocks wide, not just one tall block, 3 blocks on top of each other. They're wider, making it more difficult for Pyrum to actually pressure with that just one back air. He needs more space. He needs more time to actually pressure iRefuse properly.
Yeah, it's like the upside down L, where you can't really jump over it either. You have to go through it if you want to properly interrupt iRefuse from just running underneath him and setting up another one of those walls, but
now, going back to small battlefield, we were at PS2 earlier, a stage which is a lot bigger, a lot more easy for Steve to actually get his space going. But right here, it's going to be a lot more crowded, and that might be benefiting Pyrum a lot more than it might be benefiting iRefuse. And this is, of course, Pyrum's counter pick, and it's going to be his counter pick for the next few games if iRefuse manages to win and mount a little bit of a comeback. He will have to do it on Pyrum's stage of choice right there. Using the Octo Slash to pop him up and then barely living right there.
He went through it, but with Scintilla onto the minecart, you're stuck in the animation. Didn't hit iRefuse at all, and he's just free to animal. He closes out the first stock while he hasn't yet accrued too many resources. Scintilla actually killing onto up B. A very weak hit, but it is enough when you are at 100%, not with upgraded armor just yet.
Yeah, and the Scintilla as well, super, super strong. It's one of the strongest counters in the game. And once you hit it, it's going to be big, big trouble. But once you hit anything with Steve, it's going to be a lot of damage, even in wood, 47% and not quite finishing his meal. But the side be coming in here, doing a lot of damage as well, 68% on iRefuse, getting in the juggle situation. So scary, he had the right idea, calling out the anvil, but not quite panning out, a little bit wrong on the spacing. If you are using the Scintilla, it's only in front of you that it actually counters. You are still vulnerable if you are over him or under him.
Yeah, you could hear the startup. As you said, the spacing is a bit off. The explosion will catch iRefuse out. And again, he needs to make it back to solid ground if he wants to keep this stock going. Neutral get up will involve all through it, and a nice up tilt conversion will keep the advantage.
Yeah, and iRefuse passing the IQ test, that is the Giga Flare on ledge. And not just passing, he's passing is stellarly actually getting the kill out of it. He aced that test, and right now on his, not his last stock quite yet, but Pyrum on his last stock as he's trying to close out this 144%, but instead is going to mount a little bit more percent, push the advantage that he needs to push in order to close this game.
iRefuse, again, similar to the previous game, catching on to Pyrum's hard aggressive style, trying to bide his time, look for hard committing moves, and punish accordingly. Even going for the up B.
Okay, last stock. Suddenly he still has wing, only 70% on it. That is kill percent if he lands the right hit. But right now, the normal wall pressured on ledge as well. We got diamond, and this might just be a forward air to kill. Not just the spike, but still 94%. Most things, including the back air, will close at that stock. And iRefuse a small pop-off as he brings this to game 5, looking like it might be a reverse 3-0.
Game 5 situation, reverse 3-0 is a possibility. We were complimenting the Norwegian players, but fighting it back.
Yeah, maybe I jinxed it. iRefuse definitely doing some great adaptations, and especially even on that small stage, I was impressed to see how he still managed to get the space to actually mine, which he was not at all able to do in the beginning.
To be fair, he did not mine too much during that set. He only got the 1 diamond and closed out 2 stocks without it.
True,
so
very true.
His main thing, I think, the adaptation is that whenever you see Pyrum go for those scintillas, you can go for the dash attacks, iRefuse is mixing up his timings, mixing up when he does his stuff. But Pyrum...
Oh, not quite dead though.
This time, on the point, catching on to the minecart once again. iRefuse needs to be a little bit more careful with it.
Yeah, trying to throw out the neutral beast, giving a little bit more space to mine as well. Pressuring with the backer, gonna hit. iRefuse trying to get out of shield, not quite gonna work. Again, on ledge. I mean, iRefuse spends a lot of time on ledge in this matchup, but he's been doing better, jumping and getting back to stage carefully, slowly, picking his victories, not forcing anything. But instead, is it gonna be an up smash? Not quite just yet.
Again, trying to interrupt the minecart. He's stuck! He has to mash out quickly before iRefuse can make it over and convert off of it. Another minecart.
So much more ready for these Pyrum dash attacks, but not quite ready for the edge guard as Pyrum goes in the lead earlier right here. 3 stocks to 2, nothing big, but it is a start.
Pokes him out. Up till won't get the kill just yet off of conversion. Approaching kill percent. Needs to somehow make it back and get this mining going. Already gold bar in the inventory. Needs the diamond, at least for the last stock, if not for this one.
Good hit right there, going after the minecart. That's another tool that Sephiroth has in this match. We're using the backer to get out the minecart, or the scintilla that was in, with the backer being a less committal option. I'd like to see Pyrum do more of just the backer. He can't risk scintillas too much anymore. It's being called out. It's not working anymore. You have to go for the back air.
Resource committed by iRefuse. Scintilla once again didn't get the strongest hits, but
he's not listening to me, but it's working out, so I cannot be mad.
You can be mad. You are allowed to be mad.
All right, here we go. Juggle situation once again. Not quite finding out. Good.
That was a hard committal from Pyrum.
That's classic Pyrum, though. He commits, and he stands by it.
iRefuse will take those. Getting... barely not getting the stock, just not powerful enough just yet. Another dash attack goes wide.
Oh, and they stock on 97% with the backers, so going for the grab, gonna get called out, and once again sending out that neutrally, not quite gonna work out, but it is gonna be threatening for iRefuse, up till barely missing, and instead the backer's gonna take it. It might be 112% on iRefuse, but he has a diamond. He has diamond tools and a diamond on deck for his last stock as well, so this is definitely gonna be scary for Pyrum, even though it's a lead.
And Pyrum now doesn't have the rage to fight back with. He had the kill potential to go for an early KO onto Steve. Doesn't get the scintilla counter, only the delayed hit.
Okay, not quite getting that. Going for the scintilla once again. Not gonna work out. He's getting bing-bonged by the blocked. Oh, and there we go. The counter once again is panning out as we are going to the last stock of iRefuse. Only 60% on Pyrum. Can he push this and get this lead to really matter?
Hits coming in already, 38. That misses the grab and a forward smash.
Almost killing that far into the stage, and he just uppies back to the TNT. What a call out from iRefuse, and instead going for the minecart, going to kill with the anvil, only 38%, and the diamond is already in use, already been used, and we have another one on deck. This is going to be scary. The best character in the game right here. We got the Norway chance in the audience. The up tilts are not quite connecting. 59% going for another scintilla. It's going to hit, but not with a strong hit. Oh my god!
iRefuse is hopping out of the minecart early! Up smasher sends him up high!
Suddenly a lead for iRefuse, 102% on Pyrum. This damage happening is crazy. Pyrum cannot force anything right now. He has to be careful because the backer is always a threat. Backering through the minecart. Oh, God, no, what? He just slowly drove through.
One more strong hit off of a scintilla could close out the final stock. Game 5 straight. One more!
All right, just one little, you have to be so careful. Steve backer is coming. He's going for the dance, but he's not quite going to connect through the blocks. But, oh, and that's it. The actual cannon scintilla once again working. And Pyrum popping up the scream. We have the meme goat scream from like 2012 in the Taylor Swift songs.
He literally turned into the ghost.
Actually, what the fuck?
That is one of the best pop-ups I've ever seen.
That is, people are gonna look at back at that clip. That's gonna look edited.
Oh my! Somebody has to get a sound bite of it. Incredible, incredible, not only in the gameplay, but the pop-off as well. Deserved win by the Norwegian Sephiroth. And it was an incredibly tight situation at the end. Steve was running out of blocks. He tried to build a wall. He realized, oh crap, that's iron that I'm putting down. And instantly, he goes in. He wants to force you to interact. Sure, you might be fighting against the diamond, but it's now or never.